All right, and a pleasant good evening to you from Tony'sPicks.com. Welcome to Night Moves for Sunday, October 26th. I've got DeAndre Stevenson with me tonight, fresh off of a big day of college football in the SEC, but probably lead off a little bit, DeAndre, if you don't mind, with the World Series. But got your LSU jersey on. I'll hit you up real quick, though, before we talk a little baseball. You're out there. I took the game with A&M, and man, they were really moving the ball up there pretty good. And Reed looked really strong for A&M, throwing and running those touchdowns. Did you stay the whole game, DeAndre?
No,
Uh-oh.
no, I left early. Up until halftime, it was a good game, man. We was winning going into halftime. After halftime, the third quarter hurt us, man. That quarterback, I wasn't familiar with his game, but I know who he is now. I know who number 10 is now. So
Yeah.
it was a good game, man. I
Did you think
think
he?
Texas A&M wins it all in the SEC.
You do think so? Whoa, whoa. Hey, it's still some hot teams in there right now atop the standings. But yeah, 18-14 at halftime. But Reed, DeAndre, not only running but passing. I mean, that was the problem, was containing him running. Really, I thought.
Yeah, man. He had his way. He had his way.
All right. Well, what's the feeling like for Tigers fans right now? I mean, you can't buy out Kelly with a $50 million buyout. I don't think the supporters are that restless.
They were screaming, fire him.
Oh no, really? Oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
They were screaming, fire Kelly, fire Kelly.
All right. Well, you sit in the expensive seats, so maybe they can do GoFundMe or something.
Man, fire Kelly, fire Kelly.
There's some names out there too, but let's wait. Let me. Hey, I got you here. We'll have all season, all rest of the season there. Anyway, DeAndre in the World Series tonight. Great performance by Yamamoto. Becomes the second guy to throw back-to-back shutouts, first time since Oral Hershiser of the Dodgers. Max Muncy, solo homers there. Smith also a solo homer. And now we're going back to Los Angeles for game 3. It feels like it's anyone's series now. I mean, still Toronto's got the home field advantage, but now we're going back. They needed a solid start because of that Dodger bullpen still looked to be a disaster. Did you catch any of the game?
What you said?
In the World Series tonight. Hey,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Most
I think
of.
I should let me
Yeah, I know.
rephrase.
I thought you had
Okay, no, let me
SEC.
rephrase
Nah,
it, DeAndre.
it was a
Last
good
night
one.
here on Night Moves, I said take the under in the game, so definitely was an under there with Yamamoto. I brought home a winner for us, and the Dodgers evened up the series going back. Do you think it's enough momentum now? They still don't have home field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how you do that, Mr. Ramon. Night moves. Night moves.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And yeah, brought us home some winners last night in the NBA and NHL. We'll talk about the games here in just a moment. We got a big day planned here in the NFL, of course. And hey, you can get DeAndre and I's best bets over at Tony'sPicks.com. Check out our website and get involved with our premium picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. We have our best bets for Sunday's action, NFL, NBA, and other sports. DeAndre, how'd it go today on the site, or did you have any games that you caught your interest?
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm gonna talk for a little second, right quick, Mr. Ramon. If you don't mind, but shout out to Ryan Jeff, man. This guy, I haven't been on the show the last few days, but he found a way to contact me through Instagram. He was on my player today, and it kind of went bad, but I gave him three on top of that. You know what I'm saying? Just to show, like just but I was on the morning show this morning, and he said good job with Kansas State. So I made up for it, and so even though I don't be on the show, it's still other ways to contact me, So shout out to Ryan Jeff for sticking with me. But today was a good day, Today was a good day. We got
Yeah,
to push for Arkansas, not Arkansas, Mississippi State.
Yep, and Kansas State rocked, of course, over Kansas as well. And I don't know if you saw the other results from the SEC, DeAndre. Ole Miss and Oklahoma was a wild one with Ole Miss getting out to a lead. Oklahoma came back, and then the Rebels got 9 straight points in the fourth quarter to come back and win the game. Chambliss, another big game. 300 yards passing. Alabama, you said A&M, but don't forget Bama's right there still. They scored 15 points in the last 2 minutes to come back and beat
What you
South
think about
Carolina.
Arch Manning?
And Arch Manning, incredible, DeAndre. I mean, look, you almost wanted to bury him there in the middle of the game again. It was looking so bad, but then one of the wildest comebacks you ever want to see, down 38-21 with 10 minutes left against the Bulldogs, and they had a 79-yard punt return for a touchdown with under 2 minutes left to force the overtime and then come out on top. So I know Mississippi State. I mean, look, they were hanging in there, and they're not really playing that well with all those losses. So it just Texas, they're going to get there. It's going to take a while still, but when you can do something like that, I think it shows, where you're headed or where the team's headed. And don't forget about Vandy. They won again, and they're having their best season probably in 60 years. What if it was Indiana and Vanderbilt? The national championship game, DeAndre.
Vanderbilt.
Okay.
But nah, though, it was a good day today. I hit my best bet today.
Okay.
Another thing I want to hit on, the weekday college footballs. I'm gonna kind of slow down on that because that's where most of my losses came from this week. I noticed that I'm gonna slow down on the weekday college, and I'm gonna attack the NBA, and then when Saturday come, that's when I'm gonna attack the heavy on the big slate of college football. So we still print money. We still up 10 units, so we still print money. Shout out to Mr. Ramon. I got my best bet loaded up for Sunday. Just ready to break the card down for you guys, man. Shout out to the chat, Ryan, LA, Kenny, Ziggy. But like I said, shout out to Ryan.
Ziggy's here. All right.
Shout out to Ryan Jeff for sticking with me. There's other ways to contact me when I'm not on the show. Y'all could DM me on Instagram. Just read my little bio right there, So night moves, man. I'm happy to be back with y'all.
Yep, and LALB, my man in there, does right. Dodgers down the home field. You're right. That's I already crowned the Dodgers like weeks ago. I figured they had the best record, but we know that Toronto had the best record. Dodgers get that home field back with that win there, and in the 2-3-2 format. So that's what I was getting at. I guess DeAndre couldn't figure it out. Okay, let's we can get into it. Hey, check us out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code Tony T at checkout. Save 15% off our premium pick packages, including DeAndre tomorrow and myself.
Sunday fun day, baby. Sunday fun day.
Yeah, so this card, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty fun. Let's talk about NFL. I mean, was a pretty great card coming up. Let's get to it. And there's been some news today. I know you've been out at the game, but we'll see if we're up and ready on. We already know the news was already breaking, DeAndre, on this first one before you got tied up today with Justin Fields. All of a sudden, he's back. He's in, he's out, and just the way it's going down right now in New York, they're going to need him here all of a sudden to play quarterback after they pretty much just benched him and said, take a seat. But because of injury to Taylor, they're going to have to go back to Fields all of a sudden. And the Bengals we left for dead a few weeks ago are practically a touchdown favorite at home against somebody, only because the Jets suck. So what do you think, DeAndre, with Flacco in there in this one, but you still have this whole deal with Fields going down, not to mention the Jets are just a disgrace, and nobody wants this team.
Man, I've been searching, trying to see when is the Jets team gonna have success, and I still haven't hit the right spot with it. So, man, I'll just lay it with Joe Flacco. He got the weapons. He done shown us already that he got the weapons. And Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, he's shown us he got what it takes to win with this Bengals team. So, man, I'm just gonna trust what I see and lay it with the Bengals, man. I'm not gonna complicate this one.
Yeah, yeah, and it feels like it's going, from 5.5 to 6, and now there's some 6.5s out there. It does, it's tough, right? Because but it's funny, DeAndre. I've talked about it already. The Bengals have kind of an easy. Yeah, they play the Bills. I think they play the Ravens, but in that division, they can stay in until the other Joe gets healthy. And as for Fields, look, the one thing he does have is plenty of experience. He's going to get out there. I'm going over in this game, DeAndre, at 44.5 right now. The Jets are a sieve right now defensively, and I think they will be able to get some on the back end here in this one. So give me the over with Cincinnati and the Jets, and apologize to Jets fans, but everybody's
Yeah, the
feeling the
Jets,
same.
man.
Oh, yeah, nobody.
Cut.
Right. I mean, they're even worse than the casual, than fans like me that want to just pile on. They're actually 10 times worse getting on this team right now. Jets have actually gone over in 10 of their last 14, dating back to last year. 9 of the last 10 meetings between the two teams have gone over. They're semi-frequent opponents. I don't know if you can throw that in. It's a
No,
fact.
you could.
Okay, well, Bengals. Oh, how about over for the Bengals in 9 of their last 10 games at home? Without
Let's
without
go.
some Burrow in there, but we know Flacco is going to be out there slinging it. I'm going to go over. DeAndre says lay it with the Bengals. You know what? I probably agree with him. All right. Next up, DeAndre, the 49ers are coming in here. It doesn't matter if they're healthy or not. They're just such a great team. It feels like, they have the right organization. They have the right personnel in the right positions to withstand some of these injuries sometimes. Texans here having a bit of an issue kind of getting it going, and they've ended up with a favorite here in this one. DeAndre, I don't know if it's because of Max Jones still in. It doesn't make much sense to me, but maybe you could tell me what's going on here, Niners and Texans.
Yeah, man. I want to be all over the 49ers in this spot. This Texans team still haven't proved to me that they can beat any good teams. We only seen them beat the Rams, injured. No, they beat the Titans and they beat the injured Ravens team. When the Seahawks when they I don't trust this, man. I don't want to trust this Texas team, man. They stink, man. They stink, man. I'm all over the 49ers. Like I always tell y'all, as long as they got McCaffrey, they got Kittle, I'm riding this 49ers team, man. This still was a Super Bowl team. Getting
Yeah,
all this value with the 49ers, I'm all over them.
no, it's just weird. I mean, the Niners are still all they got to do is kind of hang in there. It feels like. Remember,
Yeah.
Nico's out of this game Nico's out of this game. So's
Who,
Christian Kirk.
what weapons does the Texans have for them to be favored like this then?
That's what I was like, and it's not like that, it's been a move necessarily. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a move to the Texans, right, DeAndre? But it's not like some other injury. We know the Niners have, these defensive injuries. They're certainly a little bit disturbing
Yeah.
because, but again, like I said, it just seems like the way they run the organization, they have other players step up until the other guys come back. Now, the Niners are terrible on run defense. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
okay. Most
like
definitely, but I
right.
still
We
just
still
haven't
look to
seen this.
Marks and Chubb, but can Marks and Chubb really hold it down without, and Stroud without a
Can
Nico's the dip,
can
he's
they
the guy that
contain
helps.
can they contain McCaffrey?
I think they can somewhat neutralize him. I think. Look, they get the one thing Houston does do is kind of get after the quarterback and make things uncomfortable. But it's going to be a
Okay.
heavy dose of McCaffrey. And you know what else, DeAndre? Do you know what tomorrow is? Right?
Tight end day.
Tight end day, and
Tight end day.
who invented tight
Yeah,
end
but
day?
outside of Let's see here. Give me a
And
second. Hold
Dalton
on.
Schultz too. Dalton Schultz can have a pretty big game also, but
Okay, so
I'm not.
outside of this Texans team lost to the Seahawks, a good Seahawks team. They was on the road. They beat the Ravens on the road, 44-10 without Lamar. Everybody hurt. They beat a horrible Titans team. They scored 10 points versus the Jaguars. They lost to the Buccaneers 19-20. They lost to the Rams 9-14.
Kenny Moe's got it a trap, DeAndre. Kenny Moe's got it a trap, but I think I have the Niners certainly.
49ers.
You mentioned the words Super Bowl. Uh, the Niners have to. They have a good record. They are a.
Can't forget about them. Can't forget about
I'm
them.
never
They
forgetting
competing
about
for
them. Believe me.
something.
I mean, I'm never forgetting about them. Look, and it doesn't matter when they, even when they get rid of a guy like Debo, then you got other guys. Maybe they're not a Debo, but you still got Jennings, you got Kendrick Bourne. These guys are really stepping up. You have right, so they seems like they just keep replenishing in different areas, and that's what the 49ers do. And then the Texans just, I get it, Kenny Moe.
I'm fading Houston. I'm fading them. Good luck,
Okay.
everybody. It's
Okay.
all love,
And
y'all.
look, if anybody is a CJ Stroud honk, I wonder what, I've had to kind of defend him through the decline a little bit, right? Since that rookie year. And I think it's because they don't protect him very well. I really, because the throws that he made that rookie season, and he still shows flashes. Okay, I'm going over DeAndre. I know I just talked down because of no Nico here, but again, Marks is the guy you want to look to. Marks and Dalton Schultz, I would think today for Houston, if they do win that game, Kenny, I think it's going to be some Marks and a little bit of Chubb in there too, and then Dalton Schultz. So I'm going to go over DeAndre in this game, and in fact, it looks like a discount to me down to 42.
Gotcha.
And
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
and I also kind of say, hey, the thing is even at quarterback, Mac Jones, he's been just fine. In fact, the talk is right. He could just take Purdy's place, but we already paid Purdy. Okay.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, DeAndre. So I don't know if you caught it because it was come out just a few hours ago. It's probably several hours ago now, but they've screwed up this whole thing with Jackson this week. He's on the injured list. He's not on the injury, not on the injured list, but the injury report. So now we've got Tyler Huntley going. It's going to be no Jackson. In fact, even if he could play, I think they screwed up something in the rules of the injuries, right? So they have to go with Huntley here in this one. And this has caused a line to go all the way. Remember, all week we were like, Jackson's in there. They're practically a touchdown favorite now, just like we knew they would when he comes back. They'd go up to probably the biggest point spread impact player in the game, right? 3-4 points. And then you have to go back to Tyler Huntley, and you're dealing here with a 2.5 against this Bears team, DeAndre, that continues to, when you find the right coach,
sneak wins. They sneaking wins.
When you find the right coach, right, you almost got to get rid of some of these if they don't do it right away. You bring in a guy like Johnson, everybody made fun of him the first week, and now he's like, everyone's ready to go. The Bears, they only have to learn more about winning, it feels like, because they got their man leading them at coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears. I'll take the Bears with Lamar or without Lamar. Like you said, that news messed this line all up, and you got to be on the right side in this one. And I think the right side is the Bears. Like Mr. Ramon said, they got the better coach. We know this Ravens defense still banked up. Huntley, nah. Give me Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb. I mean,
Caleb Williams, ex Ben Johnson.
He's been
I love
looking
that duo.
right.
I'll take it.
They found the duo. I think you hit it on the head here. And also, I'm not going to. I mean, look, the Bears. It's kind of all about this offense. It feels like in a way, and the decline here from 4 points, 49 down to 45. I'm actually taking another over, DeAndre. I am here tonight. I'm going to take it over and go over 45. It's down to 45, and I know, Huntley, but they're at home at least. And look, the Bears are learning how to win. It feels like to me, but they're not perfect yet. But hey, 4-2, no one's complaining. Baltimore, though, that's some pressure, man. If they keep losing here, it doesn't matter when they're going to have to win them all. I think he's got the. You think down on the Ravens long term this season? It's just been they can come back. It's
Sloppy.
just too big of a.
Time to break it up. It's time to break it up.
Time to break it up. Not you don't break it. Okay, but not break it up with. You're never breaking up with Jackson. You just gotta
build some better pieces around him. Come on, man.
Okay, I hope it's not falling apart there. That just
This
feels
was
like
a championship team at the beginning of the season. I don't want rant now, Mr. Ramon.
it makes
This
such
was
a
a
big
championship
difference. It
team at the beginning of the season.
makes a huge difference. Okay, speaking of coaches, my coach that I keep having to defend is McDaniel. I can't. It's embarrassing to defend McDaniel publicly, but the Falcons here. They've gone to Kirk Cousins this week. DeAndre Penix isn't quite ready to go yet. It was close, but Cousins hasn't been in there for quite a while. But the line doesn't suggest any drop off from Penix when you're talking about favored by a touchdown. I know we're talking about Miami here and Tua, McDaniel, and the disaster that it's been here, but you still have to lay a touchdown.
Yeah, I'll take the Dolphins in this spot. I think with Kirk Cousins' first game, I don't want to lay that many points. I think this might be like a field goal game. We know the Falcons play good at home, but it's just that it's Kirk Cousins' first start this season, and we knew last year he threw a lot of picks, a lot of interceptions. So I think this Dolphins team can score to at least get the backdoor cover. So I'll take the Dolphins.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's fair here. I mean, look, the Dolphins are not a win. Look, we could be talking about another Dolphins loss after this, and that's still a loss is a loss, but still getting a touchdown against, I don't know, an Atlanta team that really is learning how to, they're just learning how to win, much less cover point spreads, it feels like to me. So I'm going to go.
Yeah, we were just
I'm going
getting
to go
this
over.
Atlanta team as a 6.5, 3.5. We just got this Atlanta team as a dog at home a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Now they laying 7 points with a backup quarterback in Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go with a fourth. I'm going to go over again. Miami's gone over in 6 straight right now, and look, I think they're still going to pass here with Cousins. So I'm going to go. I might be riding that trend a little hard, but the line has gone down here. I'm going to take another. I've got a lot of overs this week. That's unusual for me. Okay, and let's see here. Thanks to everybody in the chat with us here.
Yeah,
Okay,
facts. Shout out
now,
to everybody in the
Andre,
chat.
the Bills are at the Bills are at the Panthers, and before anybody goes crazy here, the Panthers are probably the hottest spread team in the league. I think they're 6 or 7-1 over their last 8. We know how awesome the Bills are here. They are laying 7 points, and Andy Dalton's playing quarterback instead of Bryce Young. I don't know if that's a downgrade or an upgrade.
Oh no, I'm landing with the Bills. If they ain't got Bryce Young in there, I'm landing with the Bills. I definitely thought that they had Bryce Young in there. I wanted to be all over the Panthers, but getting Andy Dalton, I don't know. That leaves me skeptical, man. I'm just gonna trust Josh Allen and his guys to come out here and do work, but that broke my heart hearing that Bryce Young not in there because this Panthers team, we know what they about. They just beat Dallas outright at home. They went on the road and beat the Jets. They got it done, but what is Andy Dalton gonna do for us, man? I take the Bills. I'll lay with Josh Allen.
All right. Another game where the spread's kind of gone down, where the total's kind of gone down a little bit here. That's still 47, but I'm going to take another over here. And I'm not saying I'm trusting Dalton to get it done, but man, the Panthers do cover a lot, DeAndre. I'm going to look more
No,
in.
man, no.
All right. Panthers have gone over in 9 of their last 10 home games. Bills have gone over in 12 of their last 18, dating back to last year. So I'm going to try another over. Okay, let's keep going here. Man, I'm so square. I'm going over in every game. Let's see here. Looking at the Bill. Ziggy's on the Bills. Dowdle for. Oh, hello
Oh
and
my God.
welcome to John Arcetta, DeAndre. John Arcetta joining us, I believe, for
Nice
the.
to meet you, John. Marcetta. Welcome. Night moves. Night moves.
Abel's got some. He's got Bijan. He's got uh,
I need
McCaffrey.
to attack them tight ends for them anytime
I was,
touchdown
I
parlay.
was almost going to
Attack them tight
analyze.
ends.
Yeah, I was going to analyze that with you, DeAndre. Are the on the play calls? Does the defense just purposely know now we got to watch the tight end more? The tight ends. It's funny. Last week, the tight ends were like around they were dead. There was the worst stats for tight ends in I believe
They
several
gonna shine
years.
tomorrow. They gonna shine tomorrow. Oh yeah, they gonna
Well,
shine.
right, but I mean,
I
they
seen one
purposely
tight
like.
end. I seen one tight end was mad. They got a bye. They got a bye week. He was mad. He was on Twitter
Oh
ranting.
no, really? Who? What? Hawkinson, maybe, or because
Man,
see,
who was it? I
Hawkinson's
just
on
seen it.
Detroit.
Oh,
You have the guy. What's the kid on Arizona making all those catches too?
what his name?
McCabe,
I think it was Trey. I think it was man. It was somebody. They
Trey,
was mad.
yeah, Trey
They
on the
said it should be a crime. I think it was him. They said it should be a crime that tight ends.
no
Man,
buy,
he was mad. He was mad. So yeah, I think they take this. I think they take this day serious. So
no buys on tight end day for Trey. Trying to get his name, DeAndre Trey McCabe. Trey is it McCabe?
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride. I'm getting old, man.
Yeah, he was mad. Yeah, he was mad. He was mad. So yeah, them tight ends gonna be. I guess they got certain incentives that kind of help them out, and they just give them a rush. So y'all will take them tight ends, man.
All right, well, maybe we should get together a tight end touchdown
Yeah,
parlay.
everybody put your favorite tight end.
Tight end
Everybody
parlay.
put your favorite tight end parlay, and
Okay,
me
tight
and
end
Mr. Ramon
parlay
might put it.
today. Tight end parlay. All right. We covered it. Let's go. Let's move on here. We're still a couple more games in the 1 p.m. block. Uh, Jackson Dart and the Giants are going in to take on the Eagles. This is the most exciting Giants Eagles game in years. All of a sudden, but still got to favor the Eagles here by 7.5 in this one. But Giants got to figure this a little bit of life. They got a couple of wins. The Eagles have shown some vulnerability, but it did feel like they kind of got it back on track a little bit here right now. So a little bit tough though here. A division game. It's still a division game, DeAndre. And the Giants, you know what? They suck on division games recently for sure, giving up a ton of points. But maybe with Dart, maybe they can do something, control the ball a little bit with offense. What's going on here?
Yeah, man. This is a revenge game. If this how I'm looking at it, this how I'm handicapping it, man. This is a revenge game for the Eagles, and I want to be all over the Eagles in this spot. Back at home in front of your home crowd. We know what this Giants team did. This Eagles team, they exposed them, and I think that the Eagles are back on track. I'll take the Eagles later 7.
Okay, get it back on track.
Revenge game.
With the Eagles. I'm telling you, man, the Giants, we'll see if they can. They're going to have to play some defense here, and I don't know if they're going to be able to. This total has gone up, and man, we're up to 44 here right now. I'm doing it again. I'll just put over in every game here today. I never do this, but uh, feels to me, Philly at home in their division games, they've gone over in 4 of the last 5 division games. The Giants have allowed huge points on the road in the division games. So that's the way I'm kind of looking at it. Okay, Ziggy's with us. He's on the Eagles. All right. Well, look at this one, DeAndre. This has intrigue. You got the Browns coming in here with taking on the Patriots. Only because everyone's talking Patriots football right now, and this resurgence here. Still got to lay 7 points with them, but a lot of momentum here. This is about as good as it's been for the Patriots post Brady, it feels like here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Drake May. He got the answer to a lot of those questions, but I just I'm getting the touchdown with the Browns, man. I'm gonna take the Browns.
With
I think this
Gabriel. You
Patriots
okay with
spot,
Gabriel? Is he learning?
man. I want Shador in there, man. I want Shador in there, but I think Dylan could do enough to get us this backdoor cover with the versus the Patriots, man. I think this Patriots team is overvalued in this spot. You know,
Okay.
we known for getting the Patriots as dogs. They coming off a road win, coming back at home, but I think the Browns could sneak. I think they could sneak through the back door and cover. I take the Browns. It's a nasty play, but I take the Browns for a backdoor.
Okay. Yeah. Patriots have covered 4 straight, and Browns are just 3-10 against the spread last 13. Uh, but yeah, I mean, laying big points, that's something the Patriots aren't quite comfortable with, maybe just yet. Patriots have gone over in 7 of their last 9, and this one's dropped here from 42.5 to 40.5. I've got over in every morning game. That's sure to be a disaster, but I'm going over again with Gabriel and May. Uh, all right. That's the morning slate. There are a few afternoon games here, and let's get in. Oh, okay, let's see also. Um, both Hertz and Barkley, anytime touchdown parlay, Robot Glock in there. Thinks AJ Brown's about to get traded. Ziggy's on the Pats. Browns don't have the defense on the road, says Robot. Ziggy's not good on the road. All right, well, we'll see, DeAndre. Okay, let's go with the afternoon games now, and we've got the division. Speaking of division games, you got the Buccaneers here taking on the Saints. Baker Mayfield and company here, down 2-3.5 here. DeAndre, New Orleans. Look, I'm the guy that's kind of been saying, "Hey, New Orleans, they're better than you think." Still 1-6, and Tampa Bay, they're all that. I mean, uh, as decent as they've been over the years, it feels like they're just as good as they've been in all these division, in the division title run.
Yeah, man. We know this Buccaneers team is just banged up. That's the only problem with them in this spot, and
Oh man,
with how bad the Saints been, we're getting a bunch of value with them at home in front of the home crowd in a division battle. I take the Saints, man. The Saints and the Buccaneers always normally
oh
compete.
yeah.
Because the Saints normally be good, but so I think they could keep it close though without Baker having all his weapons. I take the Saints.
Okay, that's a fair point. Uh, the move is clearly on the Saints here. It feels like, DeAndre. I think it would open like 5.5 or so early, and then all the way down to 3.5. I will say this about this series, however, you kind of uh, that the road teams covered the spread in 7 straight games, but I think it's usually the home team favored, even the Saints in some of the games against the Bucks recently, because the Saints have been okay over the last few seasons. It's just right now they're kind of on a low for sure.
Yeah.
I'm going under. I got to go under though in this one. Even with Baker in there, just for me with Rattler, you mentioned the injuries. Really bummer here with Evans out right now. But hey, I think Kate Otten is probably a guy we're going to have on that list for tight ends day here. It feels like, and uh, I'm going to.
Taysom Hill for the Saints.
Yeah, you know what they. I said to you a couple times, they got Hill in here, and maybe now they got there. But every time they gave him the ball, and now, well, granted, it wasn't from his tight end; it was more like some, his typical
Let's QB sneak or something.
his gadget plays, right? Or throw it out and he'll throw the ball. All the plays I think were a disaster. I know he scored. I think he did get a touchdown in there. One of the. Oh, no, he has not gotten a touchdown yet. In fact, just a couple of touches. Last week, 2 carries and 2 receptions. So maybe he'll be. But Juwan Jennings, too, in there gets the action. This is my first under of the day. Buccaneers and Saints. All right. Here we go, DeAndre. We got Saints for Ziggy on the spread. Robot Glock liking the Saints. How about Titans and Colts here? DeAndre, this is probably one of the most lopsided series in the league. The Colts have been dominating the Titans here, especially recently with the Titans decline and the Colts kind of surge to being good. I mean, even before this year, they showed promise, even with through the Richardson experiment. The Titans have failed to cover 5 straight against them, and they've lost 17 of the last 20 meetings. But that might not matter. This is a 2 touchdown spread.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Titans, man. I know they still got Cam Ward. You know, this the number one draft pick. This who everybody was so high on coming into the season. So
I
if he
know. I
can't
was too.
if he can't build good offensive drives to cover this, you a 2 touchdown dog on the road, man. To Daniel Jones and company. So I'm gonna take the Titans. I think they could get the backdoor cover also. I see 14.5. We got the hook on there. So I'll take the Titans to at least get us the backdoor cover. Come on, Cam Ward.
DeAndre, I'm mad too because I still want Ward to succeed. I was high on him coming in. I feel like I got egg on my face. Do you know what the football follies are, DeAndre?
Hmm?
You know what the football follies are? Have you ever heard of that?
Uh-uh.
This was a thing when I was your age. They'd show videos over and over of guys making goofball plays. And when I saw Cam Ward throw that ball and it like goes behind him, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's not pro football. So hopefully Cam will come up because he was on the football follies. I'm going under in this one with Tennessee. I got problems right now with Cam. I think I got a Cam problem, and I can't back off because I like him, and I thought he would. I thought he would be. I thought we'd be talking about a good rookie here so far. But you're on the Titans too, and they've been a disaster for sure. For right now, I mean, maybe one of maybe the worst team going for sure. All right. Jonathan Taylor props back there in that game for Ziggy. Next up, last of the afternoon block. The Cowboys and Broncos here. Broncos favored by 3.5. Well, you'd think we could cook it up here a little bit with Dak and with Knicks, but you got that Denver defense and Dallas, man. Can they fix this defense here? Can they fix the defense? Because otherwise, if they could, they'd be deadly.
Yeah, if they could, they're gonna be deadly. I'm gonna roll with the Cowboys in this game. I think they got the higher power offense.
Yeah, for sure.
CD, George Pickens, Dak playing out his mind. I, I, the offense, man, the offense.
Good. I
The
mean,
offense. I like what they're seeing. Like you said, they just the defense, but
this
I think
Denver
the offense could
defense,
outweigh their defense and put some points on that board, man.
okay, because this is almost like a record-setting historical defense right now for.
Yeah.
But you
I
also
think that could come in there and break it apart. I think that come in there and shred the needle. He
okay.
got two
No,
weapons. He got George and he got CD. And he got Ferguson as
oh yeah,
tight end
Ferguson.
day.
I'll
Watch
put it
watch
in.
Ferguson, tight end day.
Tight end. And Williams is an unheralded back right now. It feels like. I know he had that crummy game against Carolina, but he was good again last week against Washington.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, look, this gone up to 51. I'm going under in this. I got to go under, DeAndre, in this one with the. Maybe I have more respect for the Denver defense than you do right now, but I'm not questioning Dallas's offense. This is a really high-powered offense right now, so I understand that. Okay, how about the late game? We don't need any storylines here. The Packers are playing the Steelers, and Aaron Rodgers said it's not a revenge game. Aaron Rodgers is like the president, DeAndre. You just don't believe anything he says.
Yeah, and with that being said, I want to take the Steelers, man. We all seen Joe Burrow beat up on Aaron Rodgers Thursday night football. Now we getting Aaron Rodgers Sunday night football at home against his old team. I'm taking the Steelers. I'm taking the Steelers. Oh man, I'm all over the Steelers. This is the perfect spot for Aaron Rodgers to get his shine on Sunday night. Eyes all on you. Everybody gonna be glued to this game. So what you gonna do? Let's do it. Steelers.
Everybody's gonna be glued to this one. So much they even told the World Series to take a day off. We know it's travel, but I mean, yeah. Look, Steelers. I gotta think you're right, DeAndre. I mean, this is going to be all about Aaron Rodgers. It feels like here, and you know what? Green Bay may be good enough to find a way to win the game, but it's still laying. You got a hook. Not only
I got a
you
hook.
laying that hook.
Yeah, yeah.
Threes out there now. There's definitely only, some threes. Maybe the moves on the Steelers, but might be worth buying that hook too. So pretty good there with the Steelers. I got another under here at 45.5. However,
Yeah.
this one in Pittsburgh here on Sunday night. All right, Ziggy's on the Steelers, and I want to say hello to Hino Ball.
Hino ball. Okay, you get the LaMelo ball. Tell him that was a bad shot he shot earlier.
Oh yeah, does Hino Ball? Does he have a trademark on that name? Because that's a pretty good name. All right, DeAndre, good job. Going to go to the NBA with you and get the picks. We're getting more data in here, and we got a huge card. I hope you're okay with that.
Yeah.
I brought us a couple winners on the show last night, DeAndre, with Charlotte and Philadelphia over, and I also had the Grizzlies over Indiana here last night. All right, let's go to take it to the hoop. The Nets and Spurs here, and the Spurs, a big favorite, of course, 11.5 here in total, 227.5. We know the Spurs have won them both. The Nets have lost them both, and not much is changing with these two right now.
I'm gonna lay it with the Spurs. I think the Spurs team is at its strongest right now. Is at its best it's ever been.
I know it's a great job by them, right? In that game against New Orleans was playing great, Zion was playing great, and the Spurs still came back to win.
Still came back and win. Now we back at home on our home floor in front. Our home crowd against this not so good Knicks team. Let's take them behind the woodshed. I'll take the Spurs.
Yeah, man, the Nets. Continue to be a disaster. What can you say? I don't know. I don't know what to say about them right now. So, all right, but take the over here in this one with Brooklyn and San Antonio. In this one at 227. The Nets are allowing 133 points per game so far this season. The Spurs are averaging 122 in their 2 wins. So I'm going to grab the over with this one. And let me see if in the chat here, Spurs for Ziggy. Oh, there's Abel. He had a play there with the Steelers, and Ziggy said Spurs spread. Okay, Spurs spread. Celtics and Pistons here, DeAndre, with the Pistons favored. And, awkward. Celtics are 0-2, and they're going on the road here, an underdog here. It might be 0-3 by the time this one's done right now. Pistons, actually, both these teams among the better teams in the league defensively so far, but Celtics are maybe struggling offensively.
Yeah, I think getting all this value with the Celtics team, I want to take them. We've seen this Pistons team just lost outright to the Bulls, laying points on the road. I know they're back at home, but I still think getting the Celtics team as a dog with something that we normally don't get is I take it. I take the Celtics. Plus 3.5.
I think Jaylen Brown will probably play. He's been hurt all season so far, I think, in both games, and I think he's played them both. Sasser's doubtful. LeVert is doubtful for Detroit here as well. Boston's covered 6 of the last 7 games against Detroit in Detroit. So I think DeAndre's onto something there. I'm going to go under in this one with Boston and Detroit. Like I said, I think the Boston is. I think both teams are playing good. I think Detroit defensively might be heavily improved. DeAndre defensively, it's yet to be seen. But I think so far, when you're only allowing 113 points per game in this league, from what we've seen over the first couple of nights, I'm going to give them just a little bit of credit and see how it goes defensively for Detroit. You're playing Boston here. So, all right, Kenny Moe's not going to fade Wemby right now, although Zion dunked on him.
Boom.
And
Now I'm saying boom.
that was one of the. I mean, there've been a couple good dunks this year. That was one of them. Ziggy likes the under with me. And next up, Hornets and the Wizards here. The 1-0 Hornets. Man, they put up a bunch of points. You told me, DeAndre, in that game. That's how I remember, though. Even though I haven't seen you for a couple. You said, I kind of was leaning the other way in that opener. The Wizards are 1-1 here right now, and they're favored by 2.5 here right now, DeAndre, in this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Hornets coming up that bad loss tonight versus the 76ers back-to-back spot.
Yeah.
I think that this Hornets team comes out and show the Wizards that they're the better team. We just seen them compete with the 76ers. I think the Hornets are the better team. They got all their guys right now. They got LaMelo, they got Miller, they got the other guy name. Man, they got Colin Sexton off the bench. I'm gonna take the Hornets in this spot.
Yeah, and my bad to not mention it. I was referring back to the first game of the season for the Hornets, and I know that you you kind of cautioned me to watch out for them in that opener, and they still they got the money. They got the money yesterday. They got the money today also. Today,
Yes,
Sunday,
sir. Yes, sir.
Saturday. They caught it by half a point. So, they were playing the Sixers. The move was on Charlotte, and they still got the money. They might be a 1-1, but they're 2-0 against the spread right now. So I think that says right now where they're at. So I will say this: they failed to cover 6 straight against Washington right now, but I'm going to go with the under again here. 13 of the last 19 meetings between the two teams have gone under, and Wizards. I'm gonna take the under here.
If the Wizards was dogs in this spot, I'd probably be on the Wizards, but I don't want to lay nothing with the Wizards. No.
Okay. I'm kind of looking at the Wizards like they got a long way to go, but
they did. I like what they doing to start the season, but no, I don't want to lay nothing with the Wizards.
Yeah, they might be lacking the bench. They need Koulibaly back, but when you got a lineup of CJ, Sarr, Middleton, my man Bub Carrington. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got Hornets and Bulls. Hey, welcome to Devin Grigsby in the chat.
Devin Grigsby.
He says Hornets and Bulls are sleeper teams this year. I think he's. Is that your burner account, DeAndre? Because I think those are your sleeper teams this year as well. The Hornets and the Bulls.
That's not my burner account, but yeah, I'm with him on that though.
Yeah, I think you are. Okay, how about this one, DeAndre? Now, look, I'm kind of on the Heat this season a little bit. I like what I've seen. This matchup bothers me a little bit. I don't know if I'm ready to make a whole spiel with you about watch out for the Heat this season going into this game, because this game feels a little tough to me, actually, with the Knicks favored on the road here by 3 and the total 227.5.
I'm gonna take the under in this game. This is a Sunday Eastern Conference battle. It should be lit in Miami. It should be a packed out game. I took the under the first game with the Knicks and the Cavs, and overtime it bit me by a little bit. But I'm gonna still take. I'm gonna go right back to it, and I'm gonna go under with the Heat and the Knicks. I'm gonna go under.
Okay. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, he's been injured for the first 2 games. He's played both games, averaging 22.5 points a game and 12 rebounds. I'll expect him to play in there. OG questionable. McBride is questionable too. And Mitch Rob's already been ruled out again in this game, but Hart's back in. And I don't know if you caught this one, DeAndre, but Miami's Terry Rozier is apparently out of this game.
Oh yeah, we already know what he got going, man. These guys, man. But I did see that he's gonna receive all his contract money, so Better use it for some
Right.
lawyers.
Look, it's not probably the wrong place here on the preview show to talk about it, but remember the NBA cleared him of any wrongdoing, and then here comes the FBI. 6 months later, here we are. All right. I guess I better make a pick. I'm taking the Knicks, DeAndre. I'm taking the Knicks actually, and you're going to hear me take Miami more, but in this one, I'm going to take I just don't think the matchup is right with the Heat, the Knicks
Gotcha.
versus the Heat. I think here, so that's why I'm kind of going to be on the Knicks. I think in this one, they've won five of the last six against Miami. So okay, still got to lay some points, but thank you in the chat there. So Devin's in there, and see, Ziggy's on the under. Devin's saying we're only going under now. You're back in the NBA. I bet, DeAndre, I'm a little tilted because that first night, remember, I was like, I love the under in every game.
Yes, no.
And they went like 8-4 or 9-3 to the over. And then the big 12 game slate, the last one, I was like, okay, I've adjusted my numbers and I practically flubbed it up. So I hope I get my totals right. Sir Mackey's here today, my nephew in the chat. Not really. I mean, he is, but he isn't. One of those guys.
Yeah. Uncle Ramon.
My chat friend there.
You're the OG uncle.
Okay, the Bucks here and the Cavs. This feels like a pretty good game actually right now. The Bucks are undefeated here, right? At 2-0, and Cleveland comes in here. They did have a loss there, of course, but feels like a pretty good game. Cleveland favored by 6.5. 235.5.
In this spot, I'm gonna be all over the Bucks. Until I see this Cavaliers team really clean it up and get it together. We know they lost a lot of pieces this offseason. Yeah. They don't have Garland. They got Lonzo on the bench, coming off the bench, but this Cavs team lost a lot. And as long as the Bucks got Giannis, and they got good pieces around them, I'm going to take the Bucks. I mean, they ain't got to win, but they can keep this game close. This is another Eastern Conference battle. I take the Bucks with the 6.5. I think it'd be competitive. It might be a conference finals matchup. You never know, so I'm going to take the dog in this one.
Okay, Porter is out of this game. Giannis is on the injured list, but he's probable. He'll be in there. Kuz is questionable. Hunter is questionable for the Cavs. I wonder, because that didn't look great with that knee, if he'll be in or not. I'm going to go under here in this one under again. So that's just like you said in the chat. I am going to go under, though, here with this one right now after what we've seen here. Just really based off these first two games for me. I think you got so far Bucks allowing 118, and I'll take the under. You said Eastern Conference, we're going under. That's what I think I heard just kind of say that.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, East and West. Let me get the plays in here for the chat with the Cavs for Ziggy. Thank you, Ziggy. The Pacers and the Wolves, regional matchup, but it's East-West technically. And the Pacers come in here off the game with Memphis. Like I said, I was on Memphis today, DeAndre, in that game with the Pacers. We're on the road. They started as a dog, and then the big shift, the Pacers opened the favorite today, and then they ended up a 2-point dog, and they got blown out by 25 points.
I've seen that.
And Minnesota's looked pretty outstanding. And look at the move on this. This one opened 9.5. It's up to 12. So Pacers falling off that bad. Now we know obviously Hallie's been out, but Nembhard left that last game with an injury. He's questionable. Ben Mathurin, he's questionable here as well. McConnell's been out. The Pacers are beat up.
Yeah.
Already.
Good night, LALV. Good night. Appreciate you for coming through.
All right.
But I'm gonna take the Pacers in this spot. I think as long as they got Siakam, he's a championship player, caliber player. He already, he's experienced. He got what it do to get buckets, man. I think there's too many points with Minnesota, man. They just lost to the Lakers.
That was emotional.
Lost to the Lakers without LeBron.
Yeah, that was a.
And I think all the values with the Pacers team. even though they're coming off a loss and they lack and do the injuries, but I think they still got what it takes to get the back door cover.
Yeah, Wiseman's in there starting right now, and Shepard. A lot of people like
NBA prop
Shepard.
bets.
He looked good in that Oklahoma City game. I mean, Shepard. It was like pretty much a breakout performance uh, right away for Ben Shepard. And I think you were telling me. Anyways, I'm going to go under in this one with Indiana and Minnesota here. Uh, 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under, so I'm going to add to it and go with the under. All right.
Yeah.
And Devin, yeah, he wants your. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at the props yet, but Devin's wondering on our.
I have some props for you. Come to the morning show. I'm gonna have
Okay,
some
great.
props.
Yeah. Ziggy says leaning under there. Thank you to Abel and good luck to the Dodgers now. Abel, he's our Dodger fan.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
He always scares me with that mask on his avatar. Okay, the Raptors and the Mavs here, DeAndre, and got Toronto coming in here 1-1. Dallas, look out! I mean, talk me off the ledge that Dallas isn't a disaster here already, and maybe that they can find a way to win this one. They are a 1.5-point favorite over Toronto right now, but they've looked a little awkward out there. Flag, he's looked okay. I mean, you still got to. Not only is it rookies, I mean, he's one of the youngest rookies you're going to see, so that's going to be a lot of growing pains. But look, his numbers were pretty good last game, I think, for him, 18 points. But, man, what's wrong with these guys right now? And no Kyrie, I get it. So,
Yeah. I like a prop in this one. I look at Anthony Davis for 12 rebounds.
yeah.
But I think this is a good spot to take the Mavericks. At home in front the home crowd. A good price with the Mavericks also on the money line. You ain't even got to lay the 1.5. I'll just take the Dallas Mavericks on the money line. I think it got a good price. Coming off a couple L's. Season didn't start the way they wanted to, but I think that they're gonna find it. I think they're gonna get it right. I take the
They're not
Mavericks.
they're not going to be some
Yeah, they're not gonna be a look. No,
30,
I think they're
35.
gonna eventually get it together.
Are
And
they
you get a good price with them at
500?
home.
Are they going to be over 500 this year, you think?
I don't know. If the West tough. I don't know. That's tough.
Oh, okay. Maybe once we get Kyrie back in there, right?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. I can't forget about Kyrie. Yeah, I like that.
All right, I'm going to go over here in this one so far with these two. I'm going to, I'm going to go over here with the Raptors and the Mavericks. So far, the Raptors have looked really good offensively. DeAndre, 127 points in their first 2 games. And I know Dallas had that real bad clunker. I think that was an outlier. Anybody scoring anything under 100, they had 92 in that first game. And I guess that's what threw up a red flag there for me a little bit because of the fact that no one is scoring under 100 points right now in the league.
I like PJ Washington for 15 points also in this game. So yeah, PJ Washington for 15 and Anthony Davis 12 rebounds. That's my props for this game.
Okay, I like AD. I don't know, whether or not BI can kind of
Yeah,
slow.
Anthony Davis. No, Anthony Davis over 11.5 rebounds or
Yeah,
12 rebounds.
he'll be. I don't care. Whoever's on him, Barnes or your man
Yeah,
Jake.
this Raptors lineup is small, so that's why I want to take Anthony Davis.
Right, and Jacob Podol's gonna.
Yeah, Jacob Porter, Jacob
Yeah,
Anthony
your
Davis. I want to
favorite
take.
guy. Well, Lively, if Podol has to get on Lively, that's going to allow Davis to. Okay, thanks, you guys. Devin likes it. Okay, couple more, DeAndre. About it. Lakers here, right? Oh, they all of a sudden looked a lot better in that last game. I mean, they played so good against Minnesota, you almost forget about their first game here. But they're going to be favored on the road against the Dallas Sacramento team that's still kind of a menace to them in a way. I think Zach LaVine is a game time. I'll look at the injuries here while you talk about it. But Lakers on the road here by 1.5, and the total here 230.5. Yeah, Zach LaVine questionable with an illness, and Luka's questionable every game, but messed up his finger or something in that last game, and Maxi Kleber's out again. Gotcha.
I'm gonna go light the beam in this one. Let's light the beam in Sacramento. Let's fade the Lakers on the road. There it is. Y'all got me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Lakers, it's a game that they should win, but it's really trying to figure out if they're going to be, maybe a team that, I don't know, doesn't look too good on the road, it feels like, to start the season or something like that.
It's a Kings spot. Getting the Kings at home as dogs. A bucket in your. Let's go, Kings. Let's light the beam.
I know professional bettors are going to be all over the Kings, I bet. In this game, it feels like Lakers have covered 4 out of last 5 against the Kings, and the Kings are just 4-10 against the spread at home against the Lakers over the last several seasons. But I'm still worried about the Lakers a little bit right now on the road, especially if Luke has got. At least it's not some type of
light the beams.
All right. I'm going to go under in this one with the Lakers and the Kings. Tonight, I think for me, I think with the Lakers right now, they are looking okay defensively. They've allowed 114 in the 2 games. Kings have averaged just 110 so far in the 2 games. So Lakers have gone over in both, but this total is 230 now, and I'm going to go under. Okay, and we've got Ron wants to light the beam as well, and Ziggy likes the Kings. One more, DeAndre. Portland is at the Clippers in this one, and both teams come in here 1-1. Both teams went over in their first 2 games here, and the Clippers are favored by 8. Total 226.5.
Yeah. I'm gonna lay it with the Clippers, man. They're at home in the Intuit Dome, back at home in front of their home crowd. I think they can do enough to cover the spread. We know the Trailblazers just upset the Warriors outright as dogs at home, but now they got to travel to the Intuit Dome, and we know that this dome is made for the Clippers to do work. So I'm gonna take the Clippers in this spot.
That's amazing that from a team that were renters over there with the Lakers, and it's not like Ballmer couldn't build his own arena, so he did.
He did.
And maybe there is something.
He did just for these spots right here.
I know, but the Clippers aren't a team exactly known for having a great, fan base overall. I mean,
right. Because they share with the Lakers.
I'm a Clippers fan.
If they didn't share with the Lakers, they'd probably be bigger than ever. They'd probably be bigger than the Lakers if they didn't share with them.
Oh, come on, DeAndre. I'm gonna take the over in this one and go over. Both teams have gone over in both their games so far, and I think they'll do it again. Okay, DeAndre, you did it. You can go to Starbucks and go night-night and get ready for the games tomorrow. Should be some great ones. Want to thank everyone. You can thank everyone in the chat. I'm going to stick around and do a 8-game hockey card after this here right now.
Yes, sir. Good luck. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Ziggy, Ron, Devin, Abel, Sir Mac, Kenny Mo, Ziggy Ball, Hino Ball, Robot Glock, John Serta, Kenny Mo, Ryan Jeff, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all know.
DeAndre, you're getting a lot of. We were in here yelling for someone to say something to us, and now look at all these people who are saying hi and making their picks with us here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. All right, go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Find DeAndre with his best bets for Sunday. He's still up here on the site, 10.25 units. Hasn't even been here for 30 days. So good job, DeAndre. And we know you got a couple plays up there. Do you have anything you want to tease about or anything here with the NFL?
I just want everybody to go pair me and Mr. Ramon up 2-for-1 Kappa deal and use the code Tony T at checkout for 15% off and make it a money making Sunday, man. We'll be back for the Monday card and be ready to break down another week for y'all. So let's keep printing money. Let's go. You see me? Pair me and Mr. Ramon.
You're in there. Did I miss it last time, or was there a problem? There it is. Look at that.
There it is, man. So let's print some money. Money making Sunday, man. Shout out to everybody for all the love and the support. Good luck, man. Appreciate y'all.
There it is. 149. I take it right through the week. NBA, NFL. Get a week. That's what you
Let's go. Let's do it. Good luck to everybody. Good luck, Mr. Ramon.
Bye, DeAndre. Thank you. Great job. All right, DeAndre Stevenson of Tony'sPicks.com, and we're ready to go here with our NHL card on Night Moves here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I got an 8-game card to look at here tonight. Hey, I had a couple winners on the ice there on Saturday. A pretty heavy card that was stacked with some day games in there even on Saturday. So a pretty exciting day of NHL, even though we knew it was about the World Series. We had some college football, but did bring home some winners here on the show on that card, including Vegas and Florida. They had that tight defensive battle there on Saturday that Florida ended up winning. The Wings and Detroit. I had Detroit over the Wings here on the show. They found the back of the net there. Montreal over Vancouver. The Canadiens dominated the scoring, brought me home a winner on the show. Carolina and Dallas, low scoring, was physical, and Dallas ended up getting that win over Carolina. We had the under on the show yesterday, and we had Seattle on the puck line. They got it done there against Edmonton. Good defense there in that one, and good goaltending as well. Maybe not as good. Price was really good for Montreal in that game, despite it going over, because we said the Canadiens dominated, and like I said, Detroit really put on a bunch of shots on St. Louis there. In Seattle, that top line did pretty well. So okay, let's go to the action here then on Sunday and take a look at the NHL action here. We got a big card, so let's get into it right away and take a look, and I'll see if we got the goalies right here as well. First up, Colorado. Oh, let me get the graphic up here. Avalanche at Devils here. Colorado on the road, favored by the Devils are favored $1.25 here. Well, why not? The Devils are on fire here. Colorado, the game of the day, instant game of the day. I'll say it. Avalanche coming in here 5-0-3. Devils come in here 7-1, 6-2 on the puck line right now, and do have Minor in here. I think expected Trent Minor for Colorado. I thought he was going to be in there the previous game. Maybe he wasn't. I think he's had one start here so far, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe just had a little bit of time in there. Jake Allen, though, for New Jersey, a 4-0, 1.71 goals against, and a 93% save percentage coming into this one. So, like I said, two teams going very, very strong here to start the season. Hot starts for sure. New Jersey's been great at home. Colorado's kind of had the series here. It is an East-West series, but they've won 8 of the 12 meetings coming into this one. I'm going to take New Jersey actually here to keep it going right now. If Colorado is going with their backup here, and Allen's been so solid, this seems like a pretty reasonable price. So I'm going to take New Jersey here in this one at minus $1.25. Next up, well, another. Let me get the Sir Mackey's on the Avalanche. All right, the Golden Knights are on the road taking on the Lightning. Looks like the Knights will be going to Lindbaum here. They're back up to be in net here in this one against Vasilevsky and the Lightning. Of course, Vegas is hot too, real hot, man. They're looking good. 5-0-2 so far, 3-4 on the puck line, 5-2 to the over, averaging 4.3 goals per game so far this season for the Lightning here. They are just 1-4-2, a little bit of an awkward start to the season for this team that's usually pretty solid, averaging 2.6 goals per game so far this season. And hey, they got Vasilevsky in here, 0-3-2 right now with a 3.4 goals against and an 88% save percentage. So a little bit of a rugged start for Vasilevsky as well. But Lindbaum making his first start of the season here. He is confirmed to be in goal for Vegas tomorrow. That's for sure. So Vegas playing so well, of course, right now. Tampa's been kind of an over team at home, especially dating back, to last season. We know we're pretty early on here so far. I think I'm going to have to go over here with Vegas and Tampa at 6. It's heavily juiced, man. Could be 6.5 under here right now. Let me at least fix this line. Yeah, give me the over now, I guess. I'm going to grade it at 6.5 under at minus $1.20 or so in this one. Give me the under with Vegas and Tampa Bay. Right, the Sharks are taking on the Wild here with Nedeljkovic in goal against Wallstedt here for the Wild. Sharks come in 1-5-2 right now. Wild come in 3-4-1. Sharks come in here allowing 4.6 goals per game this season. For Nedeljkovic here of the Sharks, he's 1-2-1 with a 4.0 goals against and a 87.5 save percentage. For Jesper Wallstedt, 1-0-1, 2.34 goals against, a 91% save percentage. He's done pretty well here so far. Sharks obviously had that big win against the Rangers. Then they got beat down pretty good the next one here. Going against the Minnesota Wild here, I think that this matchup probably does favor the Wild maybe to cover the puck line here. I think that's probably where I'm going to go in this one and take Minnesota here to beat San Jose at home, cover that puck line between the two. No matter how you look at it, San Jose's lost 7 straight games to Minnesota overall, and I think that might be enough. Give me Minnesota here on the puck line over San Jose. All right, Ziggy likes, there it is. Ziggy likes the Wild here as well. Thank you, Ziggy. All right, the Utah Mammoth, they're on the road, taking on Winnipeg here. Winnipeg, $1.55, maybe even $1.60, $1.65 here right now. And how about this for a sleeper matchup today? These teams both outstanding here to start the season. Utah comes in with a 6-2 record, 5-3 on the puck line. Jets are 6-2, also 5-3 on the puck line. Both teams averaging 3.5 goals per game so far this season. And a good matchup here in net with Vanacek going for the Mammoth, 1-1 with a 2.0 goals against and a 90% save percentage, going up against Connor Hellebuck, 4-2, 2.01 goals against and a 93% save percentage so far. Feels like a real good matchup here right now. And I think, for me, with Utah coming in here, man, not only have they been great at home, but they look okay on the road too. And I wonder if, they can kind of get over the hump here, because Winnipeg has dominated the series between these two franchises. I think a couple of the matchups maybe back to the last season in Arizona before last year, moving to I'm sorry, I'm moving to Utah, of course. Utah Mammoth, don't forget. But Winnipeg 7-0 against Utah at home in the last 7 meetings, and 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams have gone over. But I think the goaltending is pretty outstanding. I'm actually going to take Winnipeg here on the puck line over Utah. It's been a good run for Utah, and I think they're going to be pretty good. But for now, I'm going to take Winnipeg on the puck line here to clean up tonight over Utah and get that puck line win. Ziggy is going with the Wild back in that other one. Here's under for Ziggy in Utah and Winnipeg. All right, the Stars are taking on the Predators, and Casey DeSmith expected here for the Stars, going up against Justus Annunen for the Predators. So we got the backups here, looks like on Sunday night in this one with Dallas favored. For DeSmith, he's had one start so far, 0-1 with a 5.08 goals against here. For Annunen, he's 0-1, also with a 5.0 goals against. These guys have practically duplicate statistics here so far this season. But look, we know Dallas here. They've won 8 of the last 12 meetings between the two teams overall. So far with Nashville, they are 2-6 to the under, averaging just 2.4 goals per game so far this season. And I think I'm going to go under here in this one. I know we got obviously the backups going here with poor numbers, but total right now is at 6. It's actually shaded to the under here right now. Okay, I'll take it on the show, but let me update the number here. It's actually 6 under 15. Could it be a sharp move? Because like I said, I think I'm expecting the backups in here, but there's clearly a move on the under here. It was 6 over 20, but now 6 under 15. I'm going to take it here as my play. I like it under. I don't know if the value is quite there, but give me the under with Dallas and Nashville here on Sunday. And Timothy Hawk is here. My man Timothy's going to go. Oh, he's going to go up against me. I should have waited to get Timothy's pick in there, but Timothy's on the over with the Stars and the Preds. Like I said, I get it, right? You got the 2 backups in here for sure. And I think if you look kind of at this series, well, I know that Nashville, like I said, they're going under a little bit at home right now, but okay. And hey, don't forget Dallas. We just saw them play there last night and beat Carolina at home in a pretty big game, right? A pretty significant game. And now Dallas has to turn around and head out to Nashville here. Okay, my Kings are on the road here, taking on the Blackhawks. Kings are favored on the road, $1.45 here. I'm even seeing now $1.55 at major offshore book. A total here, 5 over 25, could be 6 under 20 here at some shops. But it feels like the 5.5 over is the more predominant line in this one. Anton Forsberg here in goal up against Spencer Knight. Man, the Blackhawks have been a pleasant surprise. And after all they've been through, you kind of hope they get it together and come back a little bit. They actually have the better record between the two teams right now. Chicago 4-2-2. Meanwhile, the Kings 3-3-2 coming in. Chicago's a perfect 8-0 against the puck line so far this season. That's going to be hard to buck. So unfortunately, they've become their improvement has been noticeable enough that the price is a little sticky if you want to take that plus 1.5. But just to note, they've covered every puck line this season, and they're usually the dog, averaging 3.1 goals per game. Kings here are 3-5 to the under. Chicago 2-6 to the under for a combined 5-11 to the under so far this season between these two teams. Forsberg 1-1-1, 3.87 goals against, 88% save percentage. Knight 3-2-1, 1.96 goals against, and a 93.5% save percentage. So Chicago's looked pretty good here, but yeah, this puck line though is a little bit high for sure. Go ahead, and I'm going to have to try here in this one. with the under here with LA and Chicago. LA's won 6 of the last 8 meetings between the two teams overall, but I'm going to try the under here with LA and Chicago on Night Moves. All right, and Ziggy's going to take the Kings on the money line there, and Timothy says, who needs a puck line when you could take them to win? Take the Blackhawks on the money line. That would be like a betting exchange. Just Ziggy and Timothy could say, hey, best man wins. Couple more here on the ice on Sunday night. The Rangers are on the road taking on the Flames. Two teams that are searching to turn around here a little bit. Rangers obviously a little bit better here, 3-4-2, and they've actually played much, much better on the road than they have at home. The Flames, meanwhile, continue to pretty much have the worst record in the league at 1-7-1 coming in here right now. 3-6 on the puck line, averaging a dismal 1.8 goals per game. And you got great goaltending, of course, in here with Igor scheduled to be in net. 2-3-2, 1.86 goals against, and a 93% save percentage for Dustin Wolf. 1-6-1, but you got to keep going to the young goaltender. 3.68 goals against, 87.5% save percentage. Not great numbers for sure, but can you trust the Rangers here on the road? Minus money here, as bad as Calgary has been. I think I'll just go under to be on the safe side here. Give me the under with Rangers and Calgary here tonight. Ziggy likes the Rangers. Timothy's with me. He likes the under. Next up, the Oilers are on the road taking on the Canucks. You got expected here, Calvin Pickard in goal against Thatcher Demko. Pickard's making his 4th start. We don't know yet who's in, but Pickard 2-1, 3.35 goals against, 84.5% save percentage. For Demko, a 3-2 record, 2.24 goals against, and a 92.5% save percentage. Oilers coming in here 4-3-1, just 2-6 on the puck line. Favored here against the Canucks team, 4-4 right now, and averaging 2.8 goals per game. I think they're actually 4-5 after yesterday's game. Montreal ended up getting that win and kind of pasting them there a little bit. Edmonton, I believe, is actually, I think my notes were a little stale here, but we know that Edmonton also just played last night. Both these teams played on Saturday. Edmonton, of course, lost 3-2 to the Kraken there. So, all right. And for me in this one, I've got another under here with these two. This has been a pretty heavy under series when these two teams have played here. And I'm going to try to take the under in this one. Edmonton's won 5 of the last 7 meetings against 5 of the last 6 meetings against Vancouver, actually. Vancouver, so far, these division games, they've been going under. So I'm going to have to go under here with the Oilers and the Canucks here on Sunday. That's a lot of unders there again. 4 straight to end the show. All right, I think that's going to do it here for Night Moves. Really appreciate you joining me. And thank you to everyone in the chat as well. Timothy went with me on the under in that last game there. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Be back tomorrow with more Night Moves. And we'll preview the World Series game number 3 on Monday. Also, Monday Night Football. Get ready. We got not only the World Series, but the Monday night game this week as well. Should be a good one, of course, here with Washington and Kansas City, even though it's a big spread there. And we got no Jalen Daniels in there, but we'll see what happens on Monday night. We'll be back right here with Night Moves late Sunday night, early Monday morning on the East Coast, previewing the betting action here. Make sure you head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 15% off our premium pick packages, including mine here on Sunday. I'll be in action here with my NFL. Probably go to some props here. I've been enjoying using the props here at Tony's Picks. Check out our latest feature with our prop bets here. People really been into them so far, so join me over at tonyspicks.com and use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 15% off those premium pick packages. Had a couple winners there in college football on Saturday with South Carolina plus the points over Alabama, and I had a Rice over plus the points against UConn. All right, that's going to do it for me here on Night Moves. Really appreciate you joining me, and we'll be back tomorrow for more. And for the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, I'm Ramon Scott. So long from Night Moves.